Simon Pagenaud surged to an overall victory on the final lap to win the Tequila Patron American Le Mans Series at Long Beach. Pagenaud came out best in a titanic duel with Aston Martin Racing's Adrian Fernandez on the demanding Long Beach street circuit to win the second round of the 2010 American Le Mans Series presented by Tequila Patron. The young Frenchman won by a mere 0.3 of a second. Pagenaud and Brabham won despite an early penalty for avoidable contact with Harold Premott in the Lola Aston Martin. Pagenaud had ceded the lead to Fernandez with 6 minutes to go, but Fernandez hit a turn 5 bump and ran wide on the final lap. That was all the opening Pagenaud needed for the team's first overall victory at Long Beach and their first win since Mosport of last season. Pagenaud had led Fernandez by as much as 8 seconds before the race pole sitter fought back to retake the lead. The V12 power gave the Lola Aston Martin a decided advantage in the high-speed straights, but it was the nimbleness of the Highcroft HPD entry through traffic and the corners that proved to be the difference. Muscle Milk Team Sports duo of Greg Pickett and Klaus Groff placed third in LMP with their Porsche RS Spider. Pickett and Groff also won the prototype portion of the Michelin Green X Challenge for being the fastest and most energy-efficient LMP entry. Jörg Bergmeister and Patrick Long won in GT for Flying Lizard Motorsports for their second straight Long Beach victory. Long, driving the duo's Porsche 911 GT3 RSR, finished 4 seconds ahead of Corvette Racing's Jan Magnussen and Johnny O'Connell. 4 different teams and 3 different manufacturers led at least 1 lap in the massively tough GT class. Long ran down BMW Rahal Letterman Racing Team's Tommy Milner with less than 10 minutes to go. The BMW M3 did not change tires and fell back to third at the finish. Milner drove with Bill Oberlin. Bergmeister started 4th in class, but the duo was aided by quick pit work by the team during the third and final caution period when a majority of the field made stops for fuel and driver changes. The entry was also able to win the Michelin Green X Challenge for the GT class by going the furthest, the fastest, with the least amount of environmental impact. Ferraris produced impressive results and the 2 Patron-sponsored Extreme Speed Ferraris produced impressive results in the ultra-competitive GT class to finish in the top 10. The 01 car of Scott Sharp and Johannes van Overbeek drove their rebuilt machine to a 7th place finish with the 02 of Ed Brown and Guy Cosmo right behind them in 8th. In LMPC, the duo of Gunnar Jeanette and Elton Julian won in G-Oil's Green Earth Team Gunnar Orica FLM 09. It was the first victory for the drivers and the team. Jeanette crossed the finish line by a 1 lap over Sebring class winners Christoph Bouchou and Scott Tucker and Level 5 Motorsports car. J.R. Hildebrand and Tom Sutherland finished 3rd in class on the same lap as Tucker and Bouchou. It was an impressive performance for the Orica prototypes, which were racing on a street circuit for the first time. Butch Leitzinger and Juan Gonzalez won in GTC for Alex Job Racing just as they did at Sebring with their Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. Leitzinger won by 1.7 seconds over GMG Racing's entry of James Safronis and Brett Curtis. Leitzinger made the winning pass late when Romeo Capudia, driving another AJR Porsche, slid off track in some loose debris. He and Bill Sweedler finished 3rd. The next round of the American Le Mans Series presented by Tequila Patron is the American Le Mans Series Monterey presented by Patron. The 6-hour endurance race is set for 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Saturday, May 22nd from Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. CBS Sports will broadcast the race as part of its Sports Spectacular series from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, May 29th, in a unique docudrama format being developed by the series and partner Intersport. Live radio coverage will be available on American Le Mans Radio presented by Porsche, a Proxim Channel 242. Visit the series schedule page for ticket and accommodation information. Live timing and scoring, track schedules, entry lists, and much more will be available on RaceHub at AmericanLeMans.com. Entry lists and much more will be available on RaceHub at AmericanLeMans.com.